My World Series matchup and winner, and this is not based on statistics, it is not based on analytics, it's based on my heart and soul. I'm saying it's going to be the Blue Jays and the Diamondbacks, with the Diamondbacks winning their first World Series since 2001.
Ooh, Phillies, Yankees, Phillies in 6. But I've been saying that for 3 years, so.
The Dodgers and the Red Sox, Boston takes it.
Kind of off base, but we all know my brand. So I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Phillies defeating the Baltimore Orioles.
The Los Angeles Dodgers, they'll face off with the Texas Rangers in 6 games, but ultimately the crown will go back for a back-to-back performance to Hollywood.
AL MVP from the heart of the country, Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr.
I took the easy way out. Bobby Witt Jr., let's go.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Corey Seager has a bounce-back year for the Texas Rangers.
NL MVP, no surprise here, but if it ain't broke, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Easy, Shohei Ohtani.
Ellie De La Cruz. He had 67 stolen bases last season. He's already electric. He's just going to be on fire.
Bryce Harper with his new Fanatic tattoo. He can do no wrong in my book. I love the way he plays.
My AL Cy Young winner is Tarek Skubal.
I feel like Tarek Skubal is poised to have another big season.
Garrett Crochet.
I'm going with Garrett Crochet. I know they say that spring stats don't always matter, but domination.
Garrett Crochet, I'm really impressed by what he's put together so far.
My NL Cy Young is going to Corbin Burns.
Paul Skeens.
Paul Skeens.
Paul Skeens, easy for me. He's going to dominate this league for decades.
Paul Skeens. That makes sense, right?
The best comeback of the year is going to Felix Bautista. He is going to return to those 2023 numbers that we saw.
I feel like we forget how dominant Sandy Alcantara was at peak powers.
Ooh, Texas Rangers.
All the way down in Miami, Sandy Alcantara. He's healthy. He's going to be dominant.
Adley Rutschman showed up this spring looking much more like the fresh, young-faced Adley.
A weird storyline.
Shohei Ohtani with the no-hitter.
So I heard the other day that Corey Seager and his wife are expecting their first child. Nobody is ready for Corey Seager dad strength.
The Toronto Blue Jays are going to make it to the postseason as a wild card team and make a deep run in the playoffs.
I think Cleveland, they're going to push the Texas Rangers in the American League Championship.
Joey Gallo is going to be a serviceable pitcher.
So, Tom, tell me what you see when you see him, because what I see is just an explosive offensive
Well,
play.
I love that chart you showed, the improvement, because that pitch to me, his biggest improvement, because pitchers used to get him out on fastballs up. He made the adjustment with his posture in the box and got on top of that. And now you're seeing, Dan, this is a guy who could leave any part of the baseball field.
Yeah, I mean, again, and he hits all kind of pitching. I think it's even going to be better this year with Jonathan India hitting in front of him. But I will say, Vinny Pasquantino needs to stay healthy behind him, because I would not pitch to this young man if I had an opportunity to pitch around him. So now we're going to get into the other two parts of his game. You want to see his greatest growth? Look at his defensive growth over the last 2 years. Won a Gold Glove last year. And it's not just that he can make spectacular plays, Tom. He now makes the routine plays exceptionally well, as again, we'll see in the video. Look at the physicality here, by the way. Routine play. Sets his feet, doesn't overthrow the ball. And oh, by the way, best arm strength in the game at this position.
Wow.
Flat-footed, falling back, throws a seed to first base. Athleticism for the position. Look at the closing speed on that play. So really, Tom, just a fantastic player defensively, and again, brings the energy to his defensive part of the game that's infectious with the players around him.
Yeah, and you mentioned the speed on the bases as well. I mean, this guy does everything that reminds me of a prime Mike Trout. I say that because I see his athleticism on the field, and I'm saying, who else on a baseball field on a nightly basis do you see this package of skills? That's when I saw Mike Trout making plays in the outfield, hitting 450-foot bombs and stealing bags. I'm now seeing Bobby Witt do those kind of things. And as Dan said, he plays every darn day. So I'm with you. It's hard to pick against a guy who last year had an unbelievable year and I think just keeps getting better.